With the new NHL season to start soon, let's take a look at some of the most insane moments ever. This video is about the most insane NHL moments on the ice ranked. Number 8. When the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup, but the puck vanished on the ice. Literally. Almost 11 years ago, the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup after 49 years. The winning goal was made by Patrick Kane at just the young age of 21. But the winning goal was hardly noticed by anyone. The match was between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Chicago Blackhawks. And when Kane hit the goal, the first person to immediately go in the state of victory was Patrick Sharp. And then Nick Boynton joined him. Soon they realized that the referee had yet to signal the goal. The winning goal was special, no doubt, but it was weird at the same time too, because the winning puck was nowhere to be found. Kane went all crazy at the victory because he was able to get his team the win of the Stanley Cup after 49 years at just the young age of 21. Joel Quenneville, coach of the Chicago Blackhawks, said that nobody knew where the puck went. Even the man who was shooting the whole thing said that he was sure that the puck went straight into the net. After the net was lifted, everyone finally saw the puck. The team then went on to celebrate their most amazing win ever. Number 7. Being fully committed to one team can make you do crazy things. In 1962, the Montreal Canadiens would have won their 5th consecutive Stanley Cup, but Chicago Blackhawks defeated the defending champions that time. Ken Callander, a very devoted fan of the Montreal Canadiens, couldn't see his team getting defeated and went up from his seat to the lobby and took the trophy from its case. Some say that he had smashed the glass case, while others say that he had simply opened it and taken it from there. After that, he made his way to the exit, but was stopped by a 16-year-old boy named Roy Perrell, who stopped Callander and asked him what he was doing. Callander responded that he was just simply taking the cup back to Montreal where it belonged. Perrell then yelled at Callander and called the police. The police officer, Jerry Cortopassi, had trouble identifying Callander. When Callander was asked what he was thinking he was doing, he said that he simply looked at the events that had taken place in history where Montreal Canadiens had won the Stanley Cup. By repeatedly saying this again and again, he felt he justified his actions. Being a fan is not an easy job. Number 6. When Boston University won their 5th consecutive championship in the 3rd period of the game. In the 2009 NCAA Men's Hockey National Championship, Boston University won by 4 goals over 3 against Miami, and the winning goal was nothing short of a miracle. Colby Cohen, the defenseman of Boston University, had the Red Hawks goalie Cody Reichard blocking him, but he still managed to make the hit for the goal, leading his team to their 5th consecutive national championship. This game is still thought to be the best hockey game ever played by college students. Number 5. When the Philadelphia Flyers became the first expansion team to win the cup. After defeating the Boston Bruins in 6 games in May of 1974 during the NHL, when Bobby Clarke, the captain of the team, skated on the ice ring with the Stanley Cup, it created history. This moment, even after all this time, is still remembered. Bill Barber said that they won that cup because of their team having a mix of all kinds of players. The Flyers won with 112 points, while also having 4 30-goal scorers. The final match started at Boston Garden, and at the beginning of the match, it was thought that the Flyers would not be able to win the tournament, but the team proved otherwise. Boston Garden had previously not been that lucky for the Philadelphia Flyers, as they had only won one match there in the 1960s, and after that, they'd lost every single one of them, apart from this final match. That NHL season was very crazy, and the Flyers had to defeat a long chain of insanely talented teams to get themselves victory. Number 4. The 2011 winning goal at the Vancouver Canucks against San Jose Sharks. This winning goal was an insane one, with no one, not even the Vancouver Canucks, knowing where the puck went except for the one who hit it. Kevin Biska. The defenseman of the Vancouver Canucks, Alexander Edler, kept the puck right off the glass and put it back to the middle of the ice, and while everyone was waiting to see the puck back on the ice, Kevin Biska immediately took a shot with it and went for the goal. The puck hit right, and the Vancouver Canucks won that match while also earning a place to the Stanley Cup final. Kevin Biska said that goal was the biggest goal of his career, and when everyone least expected it, Kevin Biska went in and scored the winning goal. Number 3, the time when everything in the arena got really insane and weird. Imagine the arena during a Stanley Cup final, getting getting filled with fog. Crazy, right? Well, this actually did happen back in 1975 during the Stanley Cup final. The Philadelphia Flyers, who had also won the previous Stanley Cup, were playing against the Buffalo Sabres in a fully air-conditioned Memorial Auditorium in Buffalo that was built in 1940. The game was later titled as the Fog Game because due to the poor maintenance of the air conditioners, the ice of the arena started to melt due to the weather, and the whole arena slowly started to get filled with fog. The temperature of the city that day was 75 with 62% humidity, and with the air conditioners not working properly, it turned the whole arena into a humid-filled space. If that wasn't enough, later in the game, a bat was seen circling the entire arena. A very hot ice hockey arena, and a bat circling around it? What could have been more weird than that? Buffalo won the game in the end, with Rene Robert hitting the winning goal. Later on in the interview, he said that luck was on his side. He said that the fog was too thick, and all he did was keep the shot low and just hope for the puck to hit the net, and it did. The game was later called the Fog Game, and is still remembered as one of the most insane matches in the history of the NHL. Number 2, the time when the power broke down in Boston. No one can ever imagine the power breaking down in any match of any sports category in the world, but this one time it did happen. During the 1988 Stanley Cup Final, something happened in the Boston Gardens on May 24th, 1988 that had left many in a state of disbelief. During a match between the Boston Bruins and the Edmonton Oilers, the power went out in the second period right when the game had started to pick up its pace. When the power went out in a very fishy way, everyone, including the fans, thought that the game would resume once the power got restored. But that didn't happen at all. The fans in the end were asked to go back home. The NHL then issued a call that said that if it would be absolutely necessary, then the hockey game between the two teams would be replayed, and this would be decided later on in the season. The score between the two teams was 3-3. 2 years later, the same two teams did play a match against each other in the 1990 Stanley Cup Final that took place at the same location, the Boston Gardens. And guess what? The power went out again. But this time, history did not repeat itself, and the lights were all restored with the Oilers taking the Stanley Cup home. Number 1, the time when karma did tell everyone that it is indeed real. During a match between the Colorado Avalanche and Chicago Blackhawks, a moment happened that left all NHL fans laughing more than before. It was when Alex Tanguay of the Colorado Avalanche accidentally hit Steve Sullivan of the Chicago Blackhawks with his hockey stick. Avalanche was trying to clear the puck when the stick hit Sullivan right on the bridge of his nose, leaving a cut. When Sullivan was skating back for first aid, a fan mocked the injured player through the glass window. Sullivan appeared very calm, but during the second period, the fan sure got what was coming to him. When the second period was about to finish, one of the players, when trying to clear the puck, accidentally hit it into the stands. And not that it was planned by any sort, but the puck hit the fan who was mocking Sullivan when he got injured before. Sullivan then went over and mocked the fan the same way he mocked him, and the best part of it all was when the girlfriend of the person who mocked Sullivan began to start laughing and gave Sullivan a thumbs up. That's it for today's video. We'll see you in the next one.